Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Wicket W. Warwick from Star Wars. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around and requested this, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay. So yeah, this is still part of request week. I'm still filling in for quite a few. I think this is the last one. I can't remember. Anyway, well for now, I know it's not the last request, but as far as what I have planned, like, cause I gotta get on to other stuff and I got a whole bunch to do. So I only plan to do certain requests this time, and then we're gonna get to more later. So don't worry, yours is coming. Yours is coming. But I had a request for some Ewoks. They just said Ewoks. Like, all of them, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to do a few, and I'll probably do like Tebow next or something like that. But yeah, I'm just going to draw a few, and so I figured, you know, who's the best one to do first? Wicket. I mean, why not, right? So yeah, so there we go. So that's what I'm doing a little Wicket work. And the trick to this one is going to be the fuzz, the fur, you know, because I do this with all the animals. Is that you know, how to make fur look like fur, but with a Sharpie, you know. So we're kind of at a challenge that it's got to look furish, but I'm not going to draw every single line. You know, that's the other thing, is we got to make sure that it looks like fur, but without drawing every single line. If you want to do that, you go for it. I am not going to. Okay. And also, we got to capture the nuances of what makes him wicked, right? Like, let me find a good picture of his face. Ooh, that's a crazy looking face. Let me get that in there. But you know, he's got a certain look to him, so I want to capture that. And make it look like Wicket, you know? There, that works. That's it. I got it. That's what it is. You just got to hit the right tufts, because he's just got certain tufts of hair, and once you get those, it'll work. But what's funny is he's got just wide open eyes. You can't tell because he's moving and there's fur and whatnot, but they're crazy eyes. I'm not gonna lie, they are super crazy eyes that look a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. But as long as you can capture that, as long as you can figure out, okay, this is what makes him wicked, this is why he looks wicked, and if I add that and this, then it'll look like Wicket. Yeah, he's got some crazy eyes. All right. It's funny how you don't pay attention to these little things until you really just focus. Because seeing him in the movie and seeing him just move and jump around and do little doodads and do ha-has, you don't think about that kind of stuff. But when you're like, okay, let me just stare at him real quick and try to figure this out. Woo! He looks like a weirdo. You know, you start to notice a lot of things. It's funny. Okay, and I think I'm happy with sketch that I can move on. So maybe we can throw in like a little, what do you call it? Stormtrooper helmet. Like we'll put one on the ground right here real fast. There's some funny comics out there, or theories, or I don't know what you want to call them, but I mean, I mean, they're cannibals, right? They were gonna eat everybody, so it's kind of funny how they're like little monsters. And so I saw some funny comics and promos of like them being stalked, the stormtroopers being stalked by Ewoks, you know, and you know, there's just like a horror movie, and it's kind of funny because you don't think that they're cute and cuddly, but if you think about it, if you really think about it and you pay attention to it, it's like, oh yeah, they were gonna eat everybody. All right, this is not exactly a perfect helmet, but I think it'll get it across. And once I go with the Sharpies, I can clean it up a little bit. But it's kind of placing everything in the right spot, so I think that'll work. At least to get the point across, right? Okay, so that being said, let me erase some of these lines because I'm ready to go with the Sharpie, and we need to welcome everybody that skipped to this portion. So let me erase some lines, and then we'll get going with the Sharpies. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't want it to all disappear, but I don't want the pencil lines to stand out. I want the Sharpies to stand out. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to go too far if I keep erasing. So, let's welcome all the skippers. Welcome, skippers! Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point and can find the things that the fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased a majority of it, but I left myself a small ghost of an image that I can use to guide myself and get the drawing to come across. And so I talked about this in the sketch that I'm trying to capture some of the special features about Wicket that made him look unique, because it's just fur, it's just a little teddy bear type thing, but he's got a certain look to his face that I want to try to capture. So he's got these crazy round eyes, but it's got fur across it, so I'm going to kind of play around with a mix between Sharpie and, I mean, the pen and the Sharpie fine point. So for the eyes, I'm going to draw big circles like this, but I'm going to stop like that because I want to come back with the smaller Sharpie and start adding like some fur and fuzz, or maybe I'll do it with this big Sharpie. I just want to do like some fur, and so I kind of have like an idea of where I want to go with it, and give him like his unique fuzz. And what I'm going to do also is I'm going to come back and add some fine detail, like I said, and clean some of this up. And he's also got these weird little beady eyes. I talked about it in the sketch, is that he's got these crazy little eyes, but you don't really pay attention to that stuff until you are just, you know, staring straight at what he is. But they're these round, big old round beady eyes, and they got little dots in them. It's crazy, but the color and whatnot will take care of it. But for now, it's gonna look a little wacky, little monster psycho is what it's gonna look like. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do little stuff like that, draw little tufts, and just kind of make it stand out that it's fur. You know, let me do his nose with this Sharpie again because I want it subtle. And I don't want it to be too big. And also, I need to let color take care of a lot of this too. So I'm trying not to draw every single hair. And I talked about that in the sketch, how to make his face stand out without drawing every single hairline. So we're going to do something like that. We're going to kind of play around with some fuzz and some wisps of hair. Okay? Because like I said, we're not drawing them all. We're just going to draw a bunch of them. There's his top lip, and I'm going to kind of draw like a mustache type kind of thing. And then, let's see, let's go ahead and draw the lip. And you can see a little bit of his teeth, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to draw the bottom lip, like this. But that's all, because like I said, I want fur and fuzz to take care of a lot of it too. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the edges, and then come back with the smaller Sharpie and finesse that, okay? So let's do this too. Let's draw the edge of his hat, so I know where that's going to be, and I can draw the fuzz either in it or around it. Okay. So there, I want some of that fur kind of over the edge. So I'm doing like that. Okay. So I didn't draw through the hat or the edge of the hat. I drew like a little bit like that, so I can draw some fur coming out like this. Okay. There we go. All right, so, oh no, you know what? Hang on, we're gonna keep doing some more of this little fuzz furry face. And again, see, I'm not doing all of it. I'm just kind of playing around with some lines, and then there. Let's add some finer detail. But again, not all of it, because I want color to do a lot too. But I do want to finesse the look. Okay, and so see, by doing stuff like this, little specifically placed hairs, I can control the look of it. But again, I'm going to let color do a lot of this too. But that's why I was playing around with the thick versus thin line work to complement each other. So see, I'm starting to draw too much, so I need to walk away. Okay. Alright, so let me do this also. I'm going to add his little highlights to his hat. I don't know what this was actually. It's just his wrapping, or the design of it, I guess. Because it looks like rocks. I don't know what this is actually. But it is what makes him unique. So we gotta add that on. This one's gonna flow back like this. And again, I just want to do it with the smaller Sharpie to accent the look. Okay. Alright, so I know he looks a little crazy right now, but remember, when I add color, it's going to change a whole lot. So let's go ahead and draw his hat. So I'm going to go ahead and start from his shoulders right here and work my way up, so you know where we are. And also I'm going to kind of add creases and folds as we go, because his hat's kind of flopping over his head. But you know what, I guess let's do the ear while we're here too. I'm going to something like that. Okay, and let's see, we're going to do the top of his hat like this. Remember, I'm going to add some creases and folds in a second. Let's go ahead and do one now. Let's do like a big, something like that. Just to add the floppiness of his shirt, tunic. What do you call this? Because it's a hat and a shirt all at the same time. I mean, he's stylish, you know, but it's yeah, it's like I said, it's kind of a hat shirt thing. Okay, a little bit of finesse here. draw the inside of his ear. There you go. So I'm doing a lot of gesturing more than anything now that I think about it, because again, color's going to take care of a lot, but it's kind of implying a lot of things, you know. Okay, so let's draw his shirt thing. Sharpie is dying. This is the last time I'm going to use this. Okay, so again, let me add a little extra here, just to, like I said, complement each other. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to draw his hands just out. He's going to be holding a staff over here, so let's go ahead and do that one. I'm going to draw some fur and fuzz. Then I have this thumb over. And then these fingers around. Something like that. Okay, so his stick. Let me go ahead and draw that in real fast. Oh, here's a good thing about the stick. I can draw it any way I want because it's a stick. So, you know, it can have bumps. It doesn't have to be straight. I'm going to try to make it straight, but, you know, it's, like I said, it's a stick. Okay. Well, maybe a little bit. Could have been a little straighter, but that's okay. And let's draw his little arrowhead. What do you call that? Spear tip. Spear tip is what we're gonna call it. Okay, I'm gonna kind of give it a beat up little flint rock type kind of thing. I'm gonna add a little stress to his staff here. There we go. Ooh, let's do this. Let's put a knot in the wood, just kind of like that. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the rest of his fur. Let's draw his belly like this over here, coming down this way. That way I can draw the arm behind it. We're just going to do something like this. Now, again, I mean, obviously there's his inside of his hand. Again, I don't want to go too crazy with all the fur, but we're going to go ahead and draw a few. Just to show that, you know, it's a furry, fuzzy Ewok, you know? Alright, so I'm going to draw, oops, let's go ahead and draw his leg. We're here, so might as well, so. It's going to be that simple. See, his belly's going to kind of come like this, which would mean his other leg could be right here. So I can go ahead and draw like the toe like that. And let's go ahead and draw like a little bit of tufts. But again, not too much. I want color to it. Okay, something like that. Let's do the other one over here. So, I'm going to draw his hand just down. And let's see, this one I'm going to draw the thumb, like this. The fingers. Something like that. Go. Sorry when I go quiet, I'm concentrating. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think out the next plan of action. Alright, something like that. So now we're going to do the other side of his body, coming down like this. Alright. Let me add, again, a few tufts. And I said I'm going to throw in a little Stormtrooper skull helmet real quick. It's not going to be perfect. You know, I'm just going to do a little something. Okay, so that's enough of that. Color needs to take care of it, not me drawing every hair. Like I said I wasn't going to do it, and I started doing it. Okay, so let's just do a real quick Stormtrooper helmet, and it might not be perfect, but let's just draw it. Let's see what happens. So we're going to draw the round little speaker part like that, and I'm going to try to do it in sections because it'll stand out a little bit more like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the mouth part. Like this. And that means the little, I want to call them speakers, but they're not speakers, right? They're little connectors, like this in the front. Okay, and again, I'll add some more detail in a second. I'm just kind of building onto it like this. So I'm going to draw his little cheekbones up like this. The nose and the eyes. This part's going to be something like this. And then I can draw the eyes, the actual parts across. It's hard to do because I can't turn my paper. You know, I want to turn and move and whatnot, but I can't do that because I've got it taped down. Okay, so let's see. So for this part, I'm going to do like that. We're going to go ahead and do the other side too, so I don't forget. I'm going to come back up here, raise it up. It's going to be that round part. And then, let's see, so the visor's going across, and I guess that line's going across, so let's go ahead and do that. So I see where I am. Let's see, then that piece is going to come out like this. This is going to go up there. This is going to come out like this. The round part. Then again, I'll add some detail in a second. And then, let's see, the helmet's going to go up. So I'm just eyeballing this. So don't feel bad if yours doesn't come out like this. Mine's not going to be perfect. I mean, I'm just eyeballing what it's going to look like. So let's see. There we go. Okay, something like that. That off, so that means the helmet's going to go up like this, over. We'll say it's underneath his fingers. Just going to come down, something like that. So see, it's not perfect, not perfect at all, but it's good enough. All right, so let's add a little extra detail. We're going to add like another layer to it. Going to kind of make it come alive, you know. Okay, that's going to go back. Okay, so basically I'm cleaning it up is basically what I'm doing. I'm not going to worry about those stripes going across. I'm going to let color take care of that. But where there's black, I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, and let's see, we're going to do the mouthpiece. So let's do this. Oops. I already didn't get it right. And so now, let's see, let's add this. Okay, and let's see, so that's going to go across like that. This is a whole level like this. And let's see. Oops, sorry, the camera cut out, so I'm going to go ahead and just say let's go from there and let color take care of the rest. So that is Wicket W. Warwick from Star Wars. So here's my colored version. You can color it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures on how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.